Very important, very shocking revelations. Rudy Giuliani is missing. But are we missing Rudy Giuliani? Not really. We're not really missing him. But he is missing. We don't know where he is. Arizona officials say they can't find Rudy Giuliani to serve him with an indictment notice. This is not a surprise. He is missing. He's gone. He has ceased to be. I wonder where he is. The court can't find him to give him his very important court papers. I wonder why that is. This is serious. This is important, folks. He is very old, and he is not very firm of mind. He's soft in the brain pan. You know what I'm saying? He's in his golden years. He is over the hill. He might have that dementia. He might have that old timer's disease. So be on the lookout. Prepare for Amber Alerts. Well, I guess Amber Alerts are for kids. So maybe, what do they do? Silver Alerts for old people who have walked off. So have your phones ready for some Silver Alerts to come through. And
maybe even become a skull-enclosed worm farm.
That's true. He maybe that's where we need to send him. We need to send him to the worm farm. Ooh, there's an idea. It's not Soylent Green where we eat the people. We just send the old people to the worm farms. Okay. Get back to me on that. Well, let's workshop that idea a little bit. If you're watching, press the subscribe button, press the like button, press the thumbs up. Subscribing is scientifically proven to make me happier, and it'll probably make you happier too. So you should do that. So Silver Alerts, on the lookout. Be careful. Here they come. They're gonna have to find him. This is important. He's lost. We don't know where our Rudy is. Can you please help us find our Rudy? You know, it's very weird that he's gone. If there was some reason for it, maybe we would know what it is. Is it because the court wants to give him papers? That's probably it. Arizona prosecutors have tried for weeks and failed so far to serve Rudy Giuliani a notice of his indictment related to an alleged scheme to overturn the 2020 election. The summons is a formal notice that Giuliani has been criminally charged and must appear before a judge on May 21st. Today's the 15th, so we got about 6 days until that happens. So that's nice. A team of prosecutors and investigators working with the Arizona Attorney General, Chris Mays, a Democrat, has made multiple attempts to locate Giuliani. The day after, the state-level grand jury handed up its indictment, two agents for the Attorney General's office traveled to New York City with plans to hand-deliver the notice to Giuliani. The agents believe Giuliani was likely in New York.
Fun fact: Amber Alerts were never supposed to be used for custodial kidnapping where no danger is alleged, and that is now their number one use.
Well, yeah, that's where...
So I guess we might as well use Silver Alerts for this.
Yeah, that's an issue with that system. I agree. The custodial kidnappings that you're describing is when one of the parents who doesn't have custody takes the kid. Generally, this is due to a ugly divorce with ugly, angry custodial who has custody arguing, and they pick him
Subpoena
up and steal
dodging
him.
like a pro. I bet he taught Paxton how to do it.
Right. This guy is a lawyer. He knows what the law is. This isn't an accident on his part. He knows for a fact that that these papers are headed towards him, and he's dodging it like a bitch. He's running away because he's scared, because he knows that he broke the law, and it's about to be proven in court. But he'll just hide, maybe skip the country. He might jump to another country. That's what I'm thinking, is that he's going to hop to another country. Maybe even he'll just move up to Canada. Bad move on his part, because it... what was that famous line? Innocent people don't run? Maybe.
Waldo is alleging that Rudy Giuliani knows the law. No way that's true. Law and order crowd right here.
He does know the law. He has to. He used RICO law to go after was it John Gotti or Sammy the Bull or something like that in New York. He used RICO law to go after New York gangsters. You know, that was a thing. That was a long time ago. It was a life ago. I think maybe he got some brainworms after that happened. Sammy the Bull put brainworms in his food, right? While he was being prosecuted, but it took such a long time.
Yeah, maybe he knew the law at one point, but did you see the way that brainworm poop was leaking out of his skull?
That was brainworm poop, right? That's what happened. Sammy the Bull gave him brainworms. Took a lot longer than he'd expected. He was thinking it would be a much faster thing. They try on a new hitman who promised something horrible and excruciating. It wasn't. Brainworm poop comes out of his head during that one interview. He books Total Landscape, 4 Seasons Total Landscaping, and while at 4 Seasons Total Landscaping, he found out that he had lost the election, and that Donald Trump had lost, and that didn't make his brainworm any better. Now he's possibly wandering. He's in the wind. He's moseyed off, and there we go. Brainworm. He claims that it was what was that thing Walter White had? Fugue state. There it is. Fugue state. We'll get a Rudy Giuliani fugue state. He'll show up in his underwears in a bodega, and then they'll give him the papers, and he'll say, "Oh, I can't. I'm insane." He'll plead insanity. That'll be fun, because then he'll plead insanity.
He forgot to add warm water to the brainworm seeds. If you use cold water, they take much longer to grow.
There it is. Yeah, they got a new guy on the brainworms, and he didn't know the steps. He did the wrong combination. So yeah, that is something to be careful for. If you're in New York, keep your eyes open for Rudy. I believe we can find him and bring him home. It's very important. There's a cash reward of $20.
RFK is just so hot-blooded from his high testosterone levels from not taking low-T vaccines that the worms boiled.
Maybe it's the spike proteins, something to do with those. Yeah, RFK doesn't have any of those spike proteins, so his worm died faster, and Giuliani's lived a much longer, much healthier, much fuller life. That brainworm, Rudy's brainworm, has grandkids, who went to college, and they're just living their best lives. And it took a while, but now that they've caught up, it's happening. The happening is happening, and he's lost. Silver alert out on your phones. Be aware. If you find Rudy Giuliani, let everyone know so that we can get him back home safely, and then prosecute him for the crimes he committed.